Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alia Farhana binti Malik and today I want to present about my project entitled Future Flood Prediction using Statistical Downscaling Model and Hydrological Modelling System (HHMS) in Bukit Merah Reservoir. As for background of study, climate change affect the quality and quantity of water resources. Therefore, STSM was used to predict future climate rainfall, while HHMS was used to estimate future runoff from rainfall data. Bukit Merah Reservoir has a distinctive and unique shape. The shape of the reservoir is typically narrow and elongated as it is formed in the river valley. The main problem statement is that the Korean irrigation scheme faced problem in maintaining its water supply for irrigation due to climate change and water demand for paddy irrigation. The objective of this study is first, to downscale the present and future climate variable for selected river basin using the statistical downscaling model. Second, to stimulate the rainfall runoff process in Bukit Merah Reservoir using HHMS. And lastly, to evaluate the climate change impact on Bukit Merah Reservoir. As for result and discussion, prediction for future rainfall in Pondok Tanjung Station compared to observed periods, average rainfall of Pondok Tanjung Station over 3 periods show an increase in the future. A projection for future runoff under RCP 4.5 in 2020 is to estimate an increase of 32.22% from history. In 2050, the change was increased by 6.51%, while in 2018 the change would present a situation where decrease was expected by 5.92% from the 2050, but increased 48% from the historical data. While for RCP 8.5, future rainfall was projected to persistently increase until the end of the century. Lowest rainfall recorded for RCP 4.5 in the 2020 series and 2050 series was February, while the lowest was in May for 2080 series. The resulting pattern for RCP 8.5 was similar to RCP 4.5 but slightly different in the 2080 series where the least rainfall will occur in December. According to both RCP, Pondok Tanjung will experience greater rainfall in October for 2020, 2050 and 2080 series. This slide shows future average monthly rainfall trend for Pondok Tanjung, A for RCP 4.5 and B for RCP 8.5. Basically, the reading will increase in 2080 series due to climate change. This is the result for average simulation of future flood under RCP 4.5 and RCP 8.5 in Bukit Merah Reservoir using future rainfall. In 2080, the monthly runoff increased in January to October, while lowest average monthly flow was recorded in September to December. Average runoff was higher in 2080 compared to 2020 and 2050. The runoff recorded in 2050 was in the range of 11.42 until 30.03 meter cubic per second, while the highest was recorded in September and the lowest in January. A projected runoff in 2020 indicate unsteady trend throughout the year with the highest runoff recorded in August. The driest month for each series from 2020, 2050, 2080 were November, January and December. It was interesting to note that the monthly runoff during the monsoon flood period, November and December, was projected to change by the end of 21st century under both RCP. This is the result of the sum of yearly runoff for both RCP. For runoff data increased steadily in 2050 with the minimum and maximum was recorded in 2029 and 2099, where the range is 3,366.3 to 5,588.1 meter cubic per second. In 2080, increased gradually with an inconsistent trend until the end of the year. The lowest data was reported in 2029, while the highest data was in 2085 in the range of 5,009.2 until 15,538.7 meter cubic per second. Runoff forecasts begin to increase disproportionately in 2071 until the end of the century by 3,350%, with year 2085 was reported as the highest. The table below shows summary of average monthly minimum and maximum flow. As expected, it was evidence beyond doubt that Bukit Merah is a flood risk area that is mostly to be flooded in the event of an unusual high amount of rainfall. This could be influenced by the hilly topography of the land, which tend to have high curve number. In this case, the curve number was greater than 60%. As a result of climate change, both flood and drought will become more severe than they have been in the past. Climate change prediction claim that due to global warming, more flood will occur, and this is extremely likely to occur in countries which represent 70% of world population. This research also helpful for sustainable water resources management for short-term and long-term trend. It is well recognized that analysis of rainfall event is essential for controlling water consumption, estimating the ability to build structure, and possibly assisting in predicting extreme weather event. Rainfall data can be used to determine the risk of heavy downpour, flooding, and landslide. Civil engineering can determine the appropriate material for constructing bridge, designing drainage, retaining wall, and dam system based on rainfall distribution over a specific period. Rainwater flow estimates are critical in most hydrological analysis for water resources planning, flood prediction, pollution control, and other applications. In addition, it will prevent our country from additional costs and economic losses. As for the novelty, the output of these two models will create data that will be utilized as guideline and reference in predicting future rainfall and runoff, as well as flood frequency. It's also helpful for reservoir manager in designing the reservoir supply and storage of reservoir. That's all from me, and thank you.